It's a great day to be a gold miner. Got camp set up over there. E-bikes are fueled up. Got the GPS going. Danny dogs are running. We rode out here last night, scoped out a spot, and made big plans. The banks of the creek are really high, so it's a little bit of a treat getting down the hill. But the spot we found looked really good. Lots of cobbles. And it's real hard to ride this bike one-handed, so I'll check in with you when we get there. Well, we found the spot. We all made it safe and sound. 2 miles down the ATV trails. And if you listen, you can hear there's some coming. Here they come. Our spot that we're going to is right down there. You can see the water through the woods. There's a gravel bar down there. I'm not going to film because, like I said, the banks are steep and high. So when we get into the water, hey guys, when we get down to the water, then we will some more, and another one. Everybody's out having a good time today. Beautiful Wisconsin. It is, what, October 4th today? Yesterday was 82 degrees. It's 7:30 last night. During the work day, we knew we were going to be done around 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I says, hey, let's hook up the camper, load up the truck, and go. I planned on coming here this morning to shoot this video anyway, but there's a campground 2 miles down this trail, so that's what we did. We set up, we camped, sat by the fire last night, watched some YouTube videos, got a mediocre night's sleep in the camper, and now we're gonna go find some gold. I've never been in this creek, but I do know a couple of the guys from the Toma Club come here often. There's been a few outings here that I've missed out on. I don't know where they go. I don't know. I'm sure those old guys aren't walking 2 miles up the ATV trail to get where I'm at. Maybe they are. I don't know. We'll see if I find any tailings piles when I get down there. So anyhow, I'll get to the bottom and we'll show you what we're up to. So this is the spot. You got that gravel bar right there. We got good cobbles everywhere in the creek. Nice clear water. It has some flow. I don't really see anywhere I'm gonna get a sluice off just yet. Maybe right in there if I pinch it down a little bit. I could get some flow, but I don't know if there's gonna be enough drop. So we'll just have to see. I'm happy with just panning, checking things out. Got a nice bar here. The wife's gonna do some rockhounding, and yeah, we're ready to go. We've even got some good old mossy rocks down here. I think that's moss. What am I looking at there? Definitely moss. Yeah. Might have to do a little test on that later. In the meantime, I gotta get this hoodie off because it's gonna be a hot one again today. Give me 1 minute here. Yeah. It's gonna be a wonderful, wonderful day. Sun's coming out. It is hot. Hot already. I got something cool to show you guys. Hey, have you seen my new hoodies? I got my stickers, so I had Vista Print slap a copy of my sticker on a hoodie. It's alright. I like it. I like it a lot. But I also had Vista Print do this. How freaking cool is that? That is Jason's new logo that you're seeing on some of his koozies. And I happened to come across a copy of the logo, and I had that made. front and back. I am absolutely in love with this shirt. The only thing is, I ordered 2X, and it's a little tighter than I thought it was going to be. So I'll be ordering another one in a 3X. I got the long sleeve because it's full. And while I was doing that, got the hat to match. I am official Team Flower Gold Wizard. And I made another one of these shirts, and I sent it off to the wizard himself. Although, with it being this tight on me, I think it might be a little too tight for Jason, and he's just going to have to give that to one of his lucky supporters. And when I order my 3X, I'm going to get him a 3X too. So then we'll have a little room to grow. So let's get digging. Well, I'm about to find out how I'm doing. So I picked this spot here. You got the faster current over there. This is more of an inside, you know, and I'll be hitting both sides. I'll be doing the middle as well, but I just kind of liked, you can see this little tributary here along the bank. Kind of drops into this little spot here, so I dug a hole there. I got about a half a bucket of classified material, and Donna's been finding some cool rocks. So there we go. I'm gonna just dump that into the pan it out quick. Hey, before you put them away, can we look at them? Oh, I like that nice pink guy there. Any ones that you think are cool? I like this one because it looks like it's got all kinds of green inclusions in it, but I do believe those are just staining. But we'll take it home and check it out because it is pretty neat with all of that if it isn't just staining. She's found a couple with some bands, a couple look like they might have been a chunk of an agate, little stripy jasper looking rocky there.
Oh, I was trying to find the baby agate that I just found. Oh, here it is.
There it is. Look at the stripes in that thing. Oh, stay still for, there it is. There's the stripes. And we always find little chunks like that. Where's the whole piece? Someday we'll find the whole piece. But, okay, I'm going to pan. Oh, looky there. Little stripy guy going in that. Cool rocks. That's what it's all about. You can't find gold, you can find cool rocks. There is a pretty respectable sized chunk of quartz. Almost looks like a lima bean or a kidney bean. And then that should get some honorable mention for being so red. So we don't keep a lot of the red ones anymore. They don't tumble. And, well, some of them do, but that one won't. Here's another. Boy, that's mostly quartz, but not. So, yeah, off to panning I go. I just thought, I don't know if you can see them through the camera, but where I'm panning here, the minnows are just loving what I got going on. And even getting in here and getting violent, stirring this up, working it back and forth, working the pan back and forth. There are minnows all around. And I know you can't see as well because of the water, but they're everywhere. They're all around my finger. 20, 30 of them. They're right here by my toes. They don't care at all that I'm in here splashing around, shaking up. I don't know. Hopefully they find gold. I just thought I'd share that with you. How neat. Okay, so I did manage to find one little speckle. My finger in there. Right at the tip of my finger, if it'll focus. And I actually found more than one. There's a few more in there. Oh, focus, come on, focus. But it also looks like I might have that same stuff where I need to see the microscope, to see it. But at one point I saw 4 of those itty bitty little guys. But man, out of all of that, it's really hard to pan that back and forth. Put them under the water to see if that helps. Oh, there's 2 side by side right there. Look at that. See if it'll focus in on them. Not real well. Try it with no light. Not helping at all. Try to block the sun. Doesn't seem to be working. Light again. Yeah, well folks, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. There is a little bit in there, enough to snuff her up, and enough for me to say I found gold in that hole, but I need to find a better hole. So I'm not sure. Do I try the same spot at the top of the bank? Do I try right here in the middle? We'll see where the shovel takes me. Give you one shot on the old super zoom. There's them 2 pieces. And then there's quite a bit in that black sand that could be microscopic gold. You see it's all representing a silvery color right now. But those 2, those are definitely golden color. And that 3rd one there actually is golden color. So I might have found an uncountable amount of microscopic gold again. That looked like a piece, but nope, that's just flipping around. That's a big chunk of sand. So yeah, let's get back to digging. Before I dig a new one, leveled all that out, filled this hole in. Just gotta mash it in. Hopefully no minnows were harmed in the filling of my hole. There was some swimming in it. I tried to scare them away. Let's check out over here again. Look at the minnows. I don't know, maybe there's just minnows everywhere and the blonde sand lets you see them. But how cool is that? Little guys, big guys. Every once in a while I'll see like a 3-4 inch fish swimming. So, pretty cool. Nice and healthy creek here. So for my second hole, I chose to dig right there, not too close to the bank. Still in that low pressure, you got most of the stream hitting hard on that side. Top of the rock gravel bar here. We are finding a lot of cool rocks. And because we were finding cool rocks, I probably dug it a little deeper than I had originally anticipated and ended up with just about a full bucket. So we've got right there, that is the top of the dirt. So let's pan it. Well, overall that was a lot better. You can see 3, 4, 5, couple, even way bigger than anything I found the first time, and I found a garnet. Let's get you in super zoom. Alright, where did those guys go? There's one. There's the garnet. Maybe they don't want to show up in the super zoom. They're in there though. And then that, I gotta tap it back up again. That layer of black sand, when you get tapped up, seems to have all kinds of those micro fine pieces of gold that we were seeing the other day at the last place I was at. So I think what I'm going to do, since I have such a good start on this hole, is I'm going to make it a little bigger, try to go a little deeper, and see what I can find down a little bit deeper. And Donna's still plucking rocks out. So it's a great day, great day. Well, I made the hole a lot deeper. I was hoping to maybe hit a clay or a sticky layer somewhere. I definitely started finding some more redder stuff, but not nothing super impressive. This is all the tailings. Donna picked a lot of cool rocks out of there. I I did get a decent gold count this time. I don't have any sun. Let's hope the light helps. You can see 3, 4, 5 specks of decent sized gold across the top, and then that black sand has got a real golden tint to it, so I think there's some microscopics in there. Let's super zoom you. Get right in there, up close and personal. Gold, gold, gold. There's a few more tiny little speckers you see throughout of it. And yeah, I'm going to be editing this video down when I get back to camp and uploading it right away, so I won't have a microscope picture that's at home. But hopefully when it's all said and done, I'll be able to maybe change the opening picture there that you see on the search window, and I'll make that the microscope picture. So if not, you'll just have to maybe I'll make a post. I definitely want to try some more spots, but I also kind of want to dig just a little deeper here to see if I can find any clays in there. Now, if I could get to a layer that's trapping the gold, I should get a little bit more gold. So yeah, otherwise, I was just going to poke around a little bit. Hey, wow, that's neat. I just looked up and seen, check out these layers of bedrock over here. I'm going to assume it's all sandstone. But, look at the layers. Look at the layers in there. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat indeed. Just years and years of laying it down, laying it down, laying it down. Alright, well, like I said, I don't exactly know if Danny would hurry up and find some gold. You know, this current side, I just don't know. You'd think if there's anything going to be happening, it would be over there where it's falling out. And I do got that rock bar down there where we set up originally. I'll probably go down there and do a little digging as well. So I think I'll try a little bit more in this hole, and then I'm going to work down on that rock bar just to say I tried somewhere else. So off camera, I dug probably 8 more shovels out of there and threw them upstream. And then I did 2 or 3 into the bucket, classified them, panned them out. Actually found a couple more decent sized specks of gold, visible pieces. Got them in the snuffer for later. Then we cleaned up the bank over there where all of our rock tailings were. Filled in the holes. I might have grabbed a couple of rocks from over there, big ones, just to get a head start on filling the hole in. But it is not a hole anymore. It almost sticks up a little bit. So, and we still got minnows playing everywhere I panned. I think I just scared them off though. Right when I started the camera, they were in here. So the minnows sure seem to like the sand. Anyhow, we're going to work our way back over where we started from. Dig a few holes over there, and then I think it's time to head up and get some lunch. I think right there in the middle of the dry bank, creek bed, it's not the bank. Let me take that back. The bank is over there. This is just low water. But why wouldn't gold drop out there? All these big rocks did. So right there, that's where I'm going to dig. What's the worst that can happen? I get skunked. Hasn't happened yet today. Well, she's throwing them all right into the backpack. But man, have we found some cool rocks out of just that little bit of a hole that I dug. We'll lay them all out at the end of the video. Take a peek at them. I do got a bucket full of stuff here. 2 sluice, or not sluice, but super sluice, Garrett, pan, and then whether I find gold or not, I'm gonna have to dig another hole for her in this somewhere, because there was definitely the more cool rocks came out of that pile than all the other piles together. What is that blonder one you're burying there?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, where'd your finger go? There we go. Just quartzy quartz?
Yep.
Alright. There's another, look at that guy. And just in case you're one of those people that watches the first little bit of my video and then skips to the end for the good stuff, you might have missed that, and you might have missed that. You might have missed that. Woohoo! What do you think of that? It's probably backwards, but just, you know, push on your head a little bit, it'll straighten out. Woohoo! I'm so stoked. And if you are one of the people that actually starts in the beginning and watches to the end, I appreciate you more than you know. We are getting really close to 400 subs on my channel. I do have a pretty decent giveaway planned for the 500 subscriber mark. We're going to start talking about that real soon, but I thank each and every one of you that have subscribed to me up to this point. I do try to keep my videos a little shorter now. Every once in a while I got to throw a long one on. But I aim for that 20 to 30 minute mark. Sometimes it's no problem getting it there. Sometimes I drop an hour and 20 minutes on you just because there's so much to cover and I don't like doing it in 2 parts. So I appreciate you guys for everything you've done for the channel. And in just a second here, I'm going to pan that out. See if I found any gold in that hole. Either way, we're going to dig another one so she can dig through some more rocks. Well, this could be my best pan of the day. Where are they at? Between the 2 circles. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had counted 5. I might have. Oh no, it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4 down low and 5 over there. And then there's a few other ones. There's a pretty good pile of black sand in there, but I tried raking it back. Oh, there's another specker. Right there. Middle of the screen. So, yeah. I always say when you start finding the cool rocks is when we find the better gold. It was right again this time, so do I dig another hole somewhere else? Do I dig this one a little deeper? Let's go deeper since this one's here. And we'll see how that does. And then maybe down at the end. Maybe up at the beginning. I don't know. Probably at the beginning. Top of my sluice always fills up first, so let's try up there. So I picked my next spot, and this is why. Let's say the water's a little higher, right? So this is underwater. And you're a piece of gold, and you're coming down the creek. La 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 la. Oh, there's a shallow spot. Getting stirred up a little bit. Oh, look, there's a lump. Boy, I'm getting thrown all over right now. And oh, look at this hole. I think I'll run and hide right there. So that's where I'm going to dig, and that's why. Right there. In that hole. That hole's all filled in. This one's next. We definitely found some cool stuff in here. I found another pretty good fleck of gold and some more micros. Snuffered it all up off camera. We're gonna pack up, head up to camp, make some lunch, edit this video down, upload it, maybe take a little nap and go kayak fishing later. Maybe just jump right into the kayaks right away. I'm not exactly sure, but we're going to do something else for a while. This creek's been a pretty good time, but it's time to move on. Well, Donna's over there sorting out some rocks, and I thought I would do a snuffleupagus dump here. And it's looking a lot like one of Jason's bags of black poison at this point. But looky there, right off the jump street, we got gold. When you get it all together, it looks pretty good. And yes, I started with a clean snuffer. I checked it, double checked it. Plus, that's what I've been doing at home lately, is cleaning snuffers. So, I'm going to tap it up a little better than this. But look at that. Let me tap it around a little bit and see how much better I can make it come back with a super zoom. I mean, overall, not a bad tally for the day. Yeah, I'm fairly excited with all that. You know, I was snuffering up every bit of black sand, which is why all of that was in my snuffer. It looks more like I'm washing a pay dirt bag. So the stuff that I wasn't finding at first, I'm definitely finding now. And I gotta say, I'm pleasantly happy with that. I will gladly go back and pan there again. And I'll properly clean this up at home, but there's a pretty good chance you guys will never see this again. So thank you so much for checking this out. Let's take a look at Donna's rocks. Okay, so this is the rock she found today. The dog is not gonna like that. I told her to pick out her 5 favorite because I'm trying to make a 20-minute video, not a 3-hour rockumentary. And she grabbed these ones, and I have to agree, this one here, the camera won't do it any justice, but the so many different colors and layers, it's almost like it's got a glassy coating over it and you can see into it. Really interesting to see what's going to happen when we start polishing on that guy. This one here is kind of weird because it almost, with this vein running through it, it almost feels like this piece was removed and someone used this to glue it back on. And again, it's kind of got those crazy colors and things happening in there. You can a little bit see them in the camera. This is one that I really dig because it really looks like it tried to be an agate, but it also kind of has that chert feeling. So we might do some polishing. We might do a slab, try to get a little bit better look, because this one's so far one of the coolest ones here. I know the sun and the camera really show it like a pumpkin color, but it's it's closer to a pumpkin color than that golden that you're seeing. She's got another banger there. We did find a few that had some stripes. Some of them just really weird. Like this guy here, there's almost 3 different rocks mixed together with the different colors, but it's really lightweight, like weirdly lightweight. And then this chip that almost looks like someone cut a slab and polished it already. It's just all calico. Really, really neat. There is, boom, there's some with the stripes in it. So there's another one. I don't know if I showed this one already or not, but definitely looks like there's some agate action going on there. Really cool. I like this one as well. It almost looks as if though someone tried to glue it back together, but that's just a seam that's eroding away. So definitely a good day for finding some shiny, finding some cool rocks. Kind of zoom in on some of these quick for you here. And this is going to wrap up the video. There's a neat one with some stripes, and then that one where it's almost 3 different rocks again. Here's another cool stripey guy. And then this is one I found. We thought it was just like the red jasper, which doesn't polish very well, right? The jasper doesn't?
It does, but if it's multi-tone like that, it usually one falls out.
But this is really smooth. Again, almost like it's been tumbled already. So that means there's a really good possibility we'll be able to tumble that and turn it into something. That one there with the crazy stripe in the middle, just for no reason. We like rocks that have things going on. And I do believe that is it for that. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up this video. I think it's time to load the kayaks up. See if we can't catch some fish. Had a nice little snack after we got back. And Danny's getting some rest. Well, she had to run 4 miles today, plus all that work in the creek, so I'll get this edited down and uploaded, and we will see you all on the next one. Thank you so much.
Hi.
What else do you want?
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe. That's right, buddy.